Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of an Aussie Fumming in the Philippines. Well, Popper's here and we've got the welder up. It's 8 o'clock and we're going to get going. So he's just doing some test welds now to get the voltage amps thingy jiggy doobie dackies right. So I've measured it all up, lined everything up to the right height for the 8-foot sheets, the 12-foot sheets. And this one, middle pole here, somehow we ended up a little bit low, but I'm just going to chock that up underneath that, lift it up, then it can be welded all on, but we'll do that last. So I want to get all these welded on first, the outside, and then we'll hit the inside. Right, so what have we got? This is our Greenfield welder that we bought. They had it on sale in town at the hardware store for 50% off. They have them on those special deals. So this one here is a big bastard. So it was 20 grand and we got it for 15. Brand new in a box, of course, ready to go. So she's quite a bloody good one. Quite a good one. DC inverter, MVA welder. And I'll tell you, we've done a lot of work on this one. Like I've used it when I welded up all the pig pen. When I welded all that up, made up all the gates, made up all the rails, all that stuff. The whole lot there. And being a good welder, it just whipped into it really quick and easy to make all these. It was very easy to do. So let's hopefully today it will be easy getting all these welded up, and then tomorrow I can start looking at the sheets. I'll put all the sheets on tomorrow myself. Okay, so Papa and I got a rhythm going now. So Papa's doing the welding and I'm doing all the clamping and straightening up, and that way it works quite easy. It works easy peasy peasy. So we do all the outside first. We've got to get that up. That must have sunk. We had a big downpour that night. We stuck these in place and they're only just rammed in with earth. And I'm thinking that this pole actually has dropped an inch. So I'll just put a piece of wood underneath there, a chalk, and that will lift that right up. And all the others will be okay. That middle one can come up a fraction. It's not much, it's only about 1 inch. But I'll say it's sunk. It bloody sunk, the bastard. But not to worry. So we got a good rhythm going. Let's keep it at. Right guys, so the job is going quite good. Bloody good old chap. So good teamwork. He welds, I move, reset, reclamp. Make sure everything's right in position. Everything's done, sexy. So none of this will come off. I think it's going to look bloody good, you know, the hobby farm. Got to be happy with that. No fails here today. Take that. Always got to throw one in every now and again, guys. You know, always got to throw one in. Don't look into the light. Don't look into the light. Well, we're looking okay. So got one side down, nice and secured all the way through here. So we're starting on the beams on the other side. Then we'll do all the cross rails. And then we can jack this up and get him even, put a bit of wood up underneath here. So I said, it's not an issue, you know. It's not an issue, so it's fallen down overnight. But this post here can just come up and there's plenty of room to drill another hole through to peg it in. Bloody nice posts, these ones too, look. Very nice posts. So once it's all done, we've got to get out the red oxide again and hit all the welds. Never leave anything undone, the guys. Paint a lot, paint everything. Okay, so we're progressing down the rows. Right guys, we've got all the sides done, all the rails, all the way around the sides, outside area. Now we're working up through this middle one. So we're going to secure the end one there, then we'll get this one up and weld it onto here, a little plug to lift this up. And I just got to lift this one up, then once that's done, I can lift this one up and re-drill it and put a peg in, which is 1 wah. And that will lift it back up again here, that last little tiny bit. It's only a little bit, but hey, it's got to be perfect, doesn't it? If it's not perfect, don't do the bastard. On the last stretch now, guys. we've got this bastard done. Right guys, so doing the last one now. So this pole's just a little bit leaning over to the right. So put the ratchet strap on, so you could pull that one over, which pulled the top beam, and then we started back down here and put the welds on through here. And if we had left that to put the strap on last, then of course all these would have been out of line, sync. So now we've got that over, it's dead straight, and we've got there. Right guys, got it all done, finished, beautiful. So I've got to go into town this afternoon now. It's nearly 7 o'clock now. So I've got to go to town this afternoon. So I'm going to get some cutting discs. Stop fighting, girls. Oh, idiots. So get some cutting discs so I can cut these off. But everything's good. I've just put 2 sheets up here that were on top of the hotel just to keep the shade. Just to keep the shade on these guys here. So that'll be okay until I come back this afternoon. Got bloody turkeys fighting again. It's always the girl turkeys who start the fights, you know. Bastards. Yeah. So once I get that roof on, then I can start on the bottom again. Get all that cleaned up. This is going to be angled, like I said. I'm going to put a cement. I'm going to put a cement area down through here. So I've got a bag of cement, and if I don't use it, it's going to go hard. So what I'm going to do is put it as probably about here, and go back. I'm not going to waste that bag of cement. No way in the world. Stop fighting! Well, there goes Papa. He's quick, isn't he? So there you go, guys. Like I said, this is only just there for shade for these guys till this afternoon. But it's all done. All the welding, that is. Welding, finished, class. Very happy indeed. So what I've got to do now, after before I put the roof on, I've got to go around and retouch all these up again. But I do these because Mike, from Mike and Ivy, give me some beautiful paint rollers, which I'll be showing you in a video later. So I'm very pleased. Look at that, eh? Bloody hobby farmers, they know how to get their shit together. Alright guys, back at ya. Well, it's after lunch and we're back again. Hey guys, well, I've had lunch, had a cat nap for an hour. Always like to have that cat nap for an hour, you know, feel like bloody get up and get going again, you know, sort of like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, what am I doing now? Well, I've got the grinder out, I've got the new cutting disc that we just bought today, Chicken Eye, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut these off. So these are the poles I ordered extra when I did the chicken house, and I was actually going to make it bigger, actually, believe it or not. It was going to be way out here, but I ended up just kept it to the same size. So I had a whole heap of these poles over. I used a couple of them at the front when I did the build at the front gate when I built that. So a couple were, and I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still had 8 left over. So that went perfect for here. So what I ordered these ones here is I ordered these. The fence posts are 7 foot long for 400 peso each. Okay, that's these bastards here. I got shitloads of them because I bought enough to do the whole creek all the way along here to the front. But the weather in the last year or so has just been so wet, you can't do jack shit. So I've actually used them a lot. I've got them all around the place now. So these are 7 foot, 400 peso each. These ones here, we put the extra foot on top of these. These are 8 foot, and we've got the rebar put down through the centre of this so that we can twirl it over whether we use it for anything, wood, steel. Hello, baby doll.
Hello. She lost her mama.
The little chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe mum's pissed off with her. So these ones here are 8 foot long with the rebar on it, and they cost us 500, an extra 100 peso. But you can make them yourself, guys. Yep. If I was younger and more fitter, and yeah, I'd have the black, some plywood down, 3/4 inch or 1 inch down, and I'll be making them up on that with dividers full of cement, put the steel in. Yeah, I'd do that shit, but I'm too fucking old. You know, life's too short to be worrying about a couple of peso here and a couple of peso there. So these ones here now have this, and I told them I wanted it, I think it was about 1 foot long overhang, because I didn't know what size beams I was going to put down here through the chicken house. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut all these bunches off, okay? I'm going to cut them all off, and then I'm going to get out the red oxide, because I bought a shitload of that stuff, and I'm going to cover everything where it's got the scratches. I'll re-roll it a whole lot. Now, I was lucky that Mike and Ivy, hello Mike, hello Ivy in Japan, sent us a whole heap of paint gear, because they know we're going to be redoing the house in very near future. So you've got some big rollers, some skinny fat rollers, and all that type of stuff, and you've got the paint trays and sanding paper and fucking dick loads he sent. Absolute dick loads. Thank you very much, Mike. So I'm going to pull out one of those little fat fluffy bastards and I'm going to go and touch up all this. Now, I want this all done today so I can dry. Take your time, let it dry. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to wick that bloody roof on. Yep, I'll get me free workers out, me, myself and I, and we're going to work our asses off tomorrow. So let's get stuck into this, put the camera down and get something done, you bastard. Right, all done, guys. Only took a couple of seconds to do. Quick as shit. Didn't even, look at that, didn't even put a dent in the bastard. See, they're the expensive ones, them ones, guys. So we got them at the hardware store. I said, chick, I said, get me 2 of them. Always like to have one spare in case I break the bastard halfway through a job. And she said, oh, hun, they've only got, they're 35 pesos each, or free for 100 peso. That's a saving. I said, oh, fuck yeah, dolls. Go and get a couple of those, dolls. So we got 3 of those. So I'm very, very pleased. But look, that didn't even put a dent in the bitch. Didn't even dent it. Gotta be happy with that, guys. Right, get the paint ready now. Right, guys, out with the red oxide. So you probably know from my other videos that I say when you got a new can, put the screwdriver and punch some holes in the spill tray around the side here. See all those little holes there? So when you get any spill comes up, instead of coming on the outside, they'll all drain back inside. So just get your screwdriver out, give it a little tap, 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 and look at that, look, see, all done. Beautiful. Right, so I've got these rollers that Mike sent us. He sent us a heap of rollers and a heap of new heads. So we can change the heads over on them all. So I'm going to get stuck into this and give it a good prime down so that we don't get the rust into it. Because they're good quality ones to start with, shiny as anything, no rust. You've got to remember, when you see some of these places that doing builds on their channels lately and they're buying steel and it's got a heap of rust in it and they've got the poor bitch out trying to sand it down, and you know, you don't get it out, guys, unless you use your rust converter. So it costs you 880 pesos for a length. So you say, oh well, I've got these rusty ones here you can have for 700. Well, it's not fucking worth it, seriously, because you got to sand it all down, you got to hit it with the rust converter, and then you hit it with the primer, and it's going to end up costing you more money in the long run. So spend the money, get good quality, clean, give it a prime down, weld it on. Now we'll go over the whole lot again, do the whole lot again, and we'll get it all sexy. So I'm going to get stuck into the priming now. As well, I got a little bit worried there for a minute because a little bit of wetness is coming down, and I'm sort of like a bit scared. I thought, oh no, don't tell me this bloody rain's coming down. So hopefully I can get this. This dries pretty quick, this shit. So I'm really not too bad. You know, put a big dot there where the wheels are. Get it right in, baby. Come back to that again. That's it. So I'm doing a whole lot again because it's got scratched while we're working on it. And if you've got a scratch, then that's where rust can come through. If rust comes through, it doesn't last. If it doesn't last, what's the sense of doing a half-hearted job, guys? Seriously. Okay? It's not expensive to do. It's not expensive. Look at that. Absolutely bloody beautiful, guys. Absolutely bloody beautiful. God, I should have been a painter. Oh, could have been him. Hey, could have made bloody heaps making portraits. Hell, fuck them. Totally. I can't talk, got things to do. Alright guys, all done. How good was that? Sexy as sexy bitch can be sexy. So all done, bottom, left, right, top, bottom, right, under, left, right. Everything completely repainted again. So this now should go pretty good. Which is good because there's odd drop just coming down from here. Not every now and again. Sort of like, So I think I've got it just in time. So let this dry overnight, and tomorrow morning I'm going to whack the roof on. I'll get me, myself and I out there on it, and the 3 of us should be able to get that going pretty well easy, I'd say. But it looks darn good. So the boss come over to have a look and bring me my coffee, because it's 3 o'clock, I always have coffee and cake, 3:30, you know. So I said to her, I've done the back of this pole, this is way at the back so you don't see it. I said, what do you think, Dale? Should I paint the poles, you know, like this? And she said, no, I don't like it. So okay then, you win. You win, baby doll, you win. So they stay the way they are. That's what she wants, that's what she gets. Because remember, it's her fucking farm, you know. And I never, ever have a qualm, a beef, a quarry about it whatsoever. You know, I said, whatever you want, dolls, it's your farm, dolls. You know, and let's face it, when I die, she sells the place. She'll get some good money for it because it's a fucking good place, the hobby farm. So I can't wait to get this roof on and all this bottom done. So that's what all this week's project is, guys. Getting all this done. Alright, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Remember, only 50% of you are subscribed. 50%. Fuck my dog. Can't be 50% of the watchers are trolls. Hello, trolls. You little one with you. Your dog and you and your little budgie. I can have fun. Why? Well, what have I got to fucking lose? You know? When you've lost something and you realise, well, you still live without it, doesn't matter. You know, who cares? So, trolls, keep watching. I need the watch hours. I get the 1,000 subs up, that'll be no problem, but it's getting the watch hours up. So hit play all, hit play all, play all, play all. Okay, you're going to have a crap, go and hit play all before you go and have a crap, you know? You're going to make love to your missus, hit the play all. Oh, well, what are we going to do with the other 3 minutes? Fuck off. All right, no, seriously, have a look. So we've done, I'm happy. Everything is all right. So I'm going to wash everything up, wash myself up, bit of paint on me as well, and have a coffee, finish my coffee off, and then it will be time. Then it'll be time to get all my animals fed. But overall, looks good, guys. I'm quite pleased with it. Remember, hit the subscribe button. See our viewers, other subscribers up here, their videos. Support everyone. Bye-bye.